Hi, what I want to do now is go over the interface that you're going to be using for the course. We're still in the Get Started section, but later on we'll move over here to we'll get to the learning objectives, and we'll talk about those in a moment. I'm your instructor, Carl Nestor, and you can read a little bit about my background and how I like graphic design. And I want to have a section here where you'll be able to write a short biography where everybody can know who you are as well. That way we have a more personalized working atmosphere here to where we're all together. When you work online or you learn online, it can be very impersonal. You're in your office or space, wherever your computer's set up there, and it can feel very lonely, feel very disconnected. So we want to try very hard to pull everybody in, make you feel like you're part of the group with who we are, okay? What you see here in this section here says what are the different modules are. The first module is the learning module. The learning module will have all of the different courses or all of the different lessons that we're going to go through to teach you web design. And it's built so that we can build on the foundation to slowly improve how you do web design by going through each of the steps. I also have a section here called assignments, and this here goes with assignments. And the assignments will show you the different projects that we're going to work on. And my goal is we're going to learn a little about HTML, and we'll do something to sort of reinforce that learning. Then we're going to start learning about CSS, and we'll do another project, or we'll build upon the project we're already working on. Then we'll learn a few more techniques. We'll build upon that. We'll learn about responsive design. We'll build upon that. So each level we go on, in fact, let's look at it real quick here. We click on the assignments. And there we go. Took a little while there. The first assignment is to build a basic HTML page using HTML and the section elements, knowing how to build with the text, how to define the different elements within it. So this is a very good exercise. The next one is with basic CSS, showing you what to do to build a page. The third one is we're going to use adding images. And you're going to see that we're going to do things slowly because we want to reinforce the understanding of HTML and CSS before we start entering in other elements, such as images. The next one is going to be an interactive web design. That's when we start adding in navigation and start moving from different pages, as well as with the linked web pages here. Okay. And then the final exercise, there's several more. We're going to do the multimedia web page, and then we're going to do a forms web page. So we're going to go through here and do these different exercises, and we'll slowly improve your understanding of web design as we go through it. So let's go back to the Get Started. Click here. And this will show you what you need to do. You also see that we have what textbook you'll need for this course. This is a very good textbook to have. It's Learning Web Design. It'll take you to, if you click here, it'll take you to Amazon to buy it. You want to make sure that you have the 4th edition. The 4th edition is a substantial increase from the 3rd edition, and it'll talk a little bit about the latest from HTML5, as well as a little bit about JavaScript. Now, for the course, you're going to need to have a certain amount of hardware. You're going to need to have a computer that actually, is a good computer that works all the time. You're also going to have a good monitor. The larger the monitor, the better, so that you can see. You're going to have a decent amount of memory, and so you want to not have an older computer. You're also going to have a text editor, whether it's going to be TextEdit for Macintosh, Notepad for a PC. You could use other ones like TechWrangler. You could use Aptana Studio, and we'll talk about those more with the course, but you're going to need to have a text editor. We're not going to use InDesign, or we're not going to use Dreamweaver. Dreamweaver is a good tool, but when you're trying to learn HTML, that's one more level of interfacing you need to learn, so it makes it much more difficult for you. You're also going to have Photoshop because you're going to have photographs, so we may have to change the resolution on them. We may have to change the dimensions of them, change them from CMYK to RGB. So you need to be able to manipulate your images somewhat. Okay. And then lastly, it says, how do I begin? Well, what you're going to do is you're going to look over here at the learning modules. I'll come back up here. You click there. It's a little bit slower here. And we'll start to go down through these different modules that you'll learn about. Okay? Please don't be overwhelmed by it. It's meant to give you an overview. It's meant to give you an interface to work with, and it's a program step that we're going to go through here. And I think you'll find that it'll be interesting and it'll be fun. What you'll do is you'll see, like this one here is an overview. Each section will have an overview, which will tell you what the learning objectives are we're going to talk about. And then you'll see that we have this icon here for a lesson. There's lesson 1 and there's lesson 2. And for some of the exercises, here's lesson 3 and 4. And then there's a review with this particular one. We're going to use VoiceThread. And VoiceThread, when we get to that lesson in number 1, there'll be a video that you'll be able to click here to watch and to listen to understand about it and use that. So the course is built so that we're able to communicate. It's a lot of fun. I won't say that it's easy, but it's not hard. It just takes time to invest to read the books as you go along. You'll see that there'll be reading assignments. Do the reading assignments, do the exercises, and then we'll work on these projects together. Okay? So again, welcome to the course, and I look forward to working with you. Thank you.